When it comes to masculinity, Sigma men are at the top of the food chain, and they are aware of it. They are the kind of men who are bold, fearless, and confident. And while this can lead to great things, it also makes them more vulnerable to rejection. Rejection is a difficult experience for anybody to go through, and it's frequently linked to the sense that one is falling short of expectations. Additionally, rejection has a way of repeating itself. Those who have been rejected in the past are more likely to face rejection in the future, which may undoubtedly impact those with lower levels of confidence. People who are like Sigma males don't take no for an answer, and when they experience rejection, it usually affects them more deeply than those who don't have such high levels of masculinity and self-esteem. Even though they may not express it, the pain is still there, and it doesn't stop Sigma males from reaching their goals. In fact, it might be the very thing that spurs them on to push even harder the next time around in relationships. Rejection in this context is distinct from that of a Sigma male's other experiences. That being said, some do utilize rejection as a source of inspiration, and then going on to even greater prospects. However, far too often, people use the fear of rejection as an excuse for their own shortcomings. This isn't to say that Sigma males are immune to this kind of behavior, but it can be argued that those who have experienced rejection from one person are unlikely to allow that kind of failure to shackle them. In this way, rejection can be a liberating experience, as it gives people the chance to move past their setbacks and achieve greater success. This kind of introspection is crucial, but it may also help them become more conscious of their own advantages and disadvantages. While this doesn't prevent Sigma guys from accomplishing their objectives, it does allow them to reassess themselves before embarking on a more difficult task. Here are 10 things that Sigma males will do if they are rejected. First, rejection makes them more picky about partners because they know that rejection is something they will always experience. This can include avoiding high-maintenance partners or people who want them to be someone they are not. Secondly, Sigma males understand that they can decide what works and what doesn't in a relationship, the way they should, and aren't scared to show others where they stand. 2. Rejection motivates them to strive even harder since, to individuals like Sigma males, rejection is a task to be conquered rather than a reflection on their abilities, even though they may not say it aloud. Sigma males understand that failure is a necessary part of the process. Success requires a lot of work, something that some people will never understand. When those people's attempts fail, however, those like the Sigma male don't give up. Instead, they use it as fuel to return even stronger. Rejecting someone may be liberating. Sigma men identify themselves by bettering their own lives, rather than by the relationships they have or don't have. When they are rejected, they use it as motivation to fortify their barriers against the outside world. Sigma men understand that being by themselves indicates that they are not prepared to make concessions to the individuals they spend time with, or that no one is deserving of their attention. Rejection heightens their awareness of their own shortcomings. Rejection can be a humble experience in life, not only in love relationships. Many individuals quickly take rejection as a justification for giving up entirely. However, Sigma males are able to move past this setback and instead learn from their mistakes. Those who have been rejected frequently use that time to think back on what went wrong, and then work on improving themselves as men going forward. 5. They don't take no for an answer. Sigma males typically know what they want out of life and set out to pursue it regardless of any obstacles that may arise. When they are rejected, they frequently don't let that stop them. Sigma men are aware of when to say no, but they also know that they shouldn't accept a no until all other avenues have been explored. Rejection isn't always bad for those that are like the Sigma male. 6. They tend to take rejection personally. Sigma men don't usually let rejection affect them in the long run, but they may take it personally occasionally. Because they work hard to create the lives they want, and sometimes they may feel rejected as a direct attack on their ability. However, Sigma men also know that this feeling is misplaced and won't allow it to affect the rest of their lives. 7. Rejection is not an excuse for aggression. Sigma men are renowned for being bold, but they also understand when to cross the boundary into aggression. Sigma men are renowned for being bold, but they also know when to stop being assertive and turn angry when they are rejected. People can take a strong stand without becoming aggressive, and Sigma males embrace this philosophy when faced with rejection. 8. They play the long game in love and life. Sigma males understand that being alone has many benefits, but it's also a choice they have. When faced with rejection, they don't lash out because they know that doing so will only make them appear insane. Instead, they take a step back and reassess their strategy before moving forward. They must make when it comes to finding a partner in life. Rather than getting emotionally attached to every person they meet, they choose to play the long game by refusing to settle for anything less than what they desire. This enables them to move on swiftly in the event of rejection. Sigma men choose carefully who they spend time with. So rejection is small in comparison to waiting for what really makes them happy. They don't allow individuals who aren't willing to work with them to have any control over their life. 9. They are not defined by rejection. Sigma men are powerful people that frequently don't allow other people's opinions. Rejection doesn't define them or stop them from going after their dreams. Instead, they use it as a teaching moment and move on. Sigma men are aware that rejection is only a single person's opinion, not a truth. And they are not going to allow the remarks of someone who isn't prepared to spend time getting to know them shape the way they feel about themselves or their life in general. 10. Sigma males know exactly who they are and what makes them valuable to others. So when they are rejected, they shouldn't feel as though there is something wrong with them. For example, they might not be interested in finding the love of their life, but they don't need anyone's approval. The more we delve into these men's inner lives, the more we will understand what makes them so amazing. But until then, the world of Sigma males will continue to be both mysterious and alluring. They don't need anyone's approval and can still live fulfilling lives without it. They are frequently used to being rejected by others, which means their expectations are low enough for them not to be disappointed. When someone doesn't reciprocate their feelings or interest,